of white sugar, 1 cup of white syrup, 2 cups of raw peanuts, a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. One really important thing about making peanut brittle is the prep work. The recipe for the peanut brittle we got out of Our Lady of Lourdes cookbook that Gramma Rae was actually the chairman of the cookbook back in 1971. And this recipe for the peanut brittle was Gramma Rae's favorite because it turns out great each time. It's from our neighbor, Mrs. Gill. Gramma Rae had a pan that she loved making peanut brittle in, and I use this cast iron skillet. It works great. So first off, I'm going to start with the Karo syrup and get it into the pan. I used to love licking the bowl when I was little. It's pure sugar, yikes. Then we're going to add a cup of sugar. And the next thing we're going to add is 2 cups of nuts. Now, a trick Gramma Rae taught me was to put out 1 covered and 1 uncovered nut, 1 nut that has the skin on it, because it helps you determine when the nuts that you're cooking are actually amber in color. So I'm stirring this to keep the heat even throughout. And I have the candy thermometer in here. We want it to get to 300 degrees. If you don't wait till it gets to 300 degrees, you're going to end up with some peanut brittle that's chewy rather than crunchy. But you really have to watch it because it can burn very easily and pretty quickly. Gramma Rae's trick is to always put your tray of freshly spread peanut brittle out onto a mound of snow, and you're going to shock it from going from a temperature of 300 degrees to right in a mound of snow. When it gets to 300, I'm going to work very quickly by mixing in the vanilla and then the baking soda that we have prepared. We do it quickly because, again, it's got a short time before it'll burn. And you'll see once the baking soda gets in, it makes it very foamy. And we want to stir it in and then immediately pour it out onto our prepared pan. In goes the vanilla. Off goes the heat. In goes the baking soda. And you'll see how it foams up. I'll grab the handy hot pad and we'll see this start foaming up. And it changes color too. You see how foamy that got from that liquid sugar. So I am ready to dump it out, all on the prepared pan. And the harder part is spreading it a little because it likes to stick to the spoon and it likes to stick to itself. But you want to try and get it as thinly spread as you can. That's what makes it brittle. Just brought it in from outside. It looks like it's nice and set. Try and crack it up a little bit. And now it's time to just make your little basket. This looks like a good batch. You can tell it's nice and crisp. It's crunchy. It's crackly. And just take big pieces, make them any size that you want. You never know what what you're going to get lucky, getting a big piece or a small piece when you reach into the container. And that, my dear Eli, is how we make Gramma Rae's famous peanut brittle. Merry Christmas!